Several foreign travelers and scholars of Mughal and British eras wrote that the moral conduct of Indians was far superior to most. 2,000 years ago, historian Strabo wrote, "They are so honest as neither to require locks on their doors nor writing to bind their agreements." After 200 years, Aryan wrote, "No Indian was ever known to tell an untruth." Marco Polo wrote, "You must know that these Brahmins are the best merchants in the world and the most truthful, for they would not tell a lie for anything on earth." Abul Fazl wrote, "The Hindus are admirers of truth." Major General of the East India Company, William Sleeman wrote, "I have had before me hundreds of cases in which a man's property, liberty or life have depended on his telling a lie, and he has refused to tell it to save either." Max Muller wrote, "It was love of truth that struck all the people who came into contact with India as the prominent feature in the national character in the inhabitants. No one ever accused them of falsehood." Yuan Chuang wrote that there were very few crimes in India and that the maximum punishment was expulsion from the country. Probably one of the states had no punishments at all, but the entry of outsiders was restricted by testing of their character. Indians enjoyed freedom because they were trained to discipline their senses from the very first quarter of their lives. It is not a coincidence that Patanjali positioned Yama and Niyama as the first two steps of yoga. It is also not a coincidence that the Indian cycle of time is actually a cycle of the rise and fall of moral conduct.